Does Rey have a famous cousin, uncle, nephew?
Who dropped her off on that knockoff Tatooine?
And finally, who bites the laser bullet and dies in Episode 8?
Most importantly, we're all fine here. How are you? This is the Star Wars Ranch.
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
Hello, everyone. This is the Star Wars Ranch. I'm here with my cousins Christian and Tani. How you guys doing today?
Doing pretty good, Rod. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for answering. Anyway, so basically what we do here is all things Star Wars. The Star Wars Ranch. We got Star Wars shirts. We didn't plan this. We're wearing the same shirt. He's just an idiot. So we asked 3 questions, and I feel like we were obligated to answer them in the best way that we can. First, basically, are we confident that we're gonna find out who Rey's related to in Episode 8?
I think it
so.
probably will happen.
Okay.
Or if not them, a hint.
A hint.
Yeah.
Well, I believe. Well, we already got it. But anyway. So basically, we're gonna say who we want Rey to be related to, and then who we think that she's related to. You two are cocky frigs because you have your want and what she actually is the same thing, and I have it a little bit different. So I'm gonna let Tani. Who do you think that Raymond is related to?
I think she's related to Luke, and I want her to be related to Luke.
So again, you want her to be what you think is gonna happen. So that's not anyway. Yeah, I mean I could see that. That's a pretty strong theory.
I think like a lot of people think that.
Yeah,
though.
It could happen.
But then again, there's also that.
The spoiler, maybe potential spoilers.
Maybe, if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
We'll go with
go
that.
ahead.
There is a rumored quote that Luke's first words are "Who are you?" which kind of throw your theory down the drain.
But he could also just not recognize it.
And he's
because it has been how many years? What?
Yeah, he is pretty old. Yeah, it could be Luke. Okay, I'll go. I think I want to.
Yeah.
I believe that she is a Kenobi, as an Obi-Wan Kenobi. I just believe that because of the flashback vision in Force Awakens. There's a lot of Kenobi stuff there. He said these are your first steps. Could be literal, like baby steps, or steps toward the
Being a
Force.
Jedi
The Jedi or whatever. But I want so badly for her to be related to Uncle Sheev, Emperor Palpatine.
No.
That would be amazing.
I doubt that.
A little bit of dark side in the veins. Maybe a Rey turning bad situation. I would love that. I don't know.
How would they tie it in?
I don't care. That's just what I want. Make it happen.
Make it okay.
You never thought these movies would be made anyway, so.
But then when he was trying to get inside her brain, she was so.
Talk about Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she's so powerful. That doesn't mean she has to be good.
Yeah, but she can block out. She blocked out the bad influences when he was trying to get inside.
Sure, that's what you think. She's just playing games. Babe.
I'm going with the cocky frig answer, with Obi-Wan wanting it to be Obi-Wan, as well as it actually probably being Obi-Wan, mostly because of that Force flashback. Because also, they said, who quoted was J.J. Abrams said
the
that
director.
Rey's parents are not shown in the movie, but there's like hints or
It
kind of says, and
they are, but they aren't.
Only one who's not physically there is Obi-Wan, but you hear him talking to her in the Force flashback.
Yeah. So basically, you know what I was thinking? We should put a little wager on this.
A wager on this.
Not a wager, but like, we'll do like, okay, so we have all these predictions, right?
40 Republic credits?
No. You're a nerd. What we're gonna do is, what I'm thinking is we'll do percentage. So whoever gets the least % right, we'll do something like a punishment. We can't think of I don't think of it right now, but
Here's we'll have to do something with heights.
I'm sitting up here and I feel like I'm gonna pee myself. To be honest with you.
Who do we think dropped her off at Jakku?
That's where. No, we can't go back to Jakku.
I think it was Luke because it's kind of probable that she worked with Luke in the Jedi Temple before it was destroyed, along with Kylo Ren, and when it was destroyed, he most likely took her almost like a Obi-Wan Ben Kenobi kind of thing to hide her away from Kylo Ren, because he probably foresees how powerful she could be.
Well, that's where my theory comes into it, because I believe that she was there present when the Jedi Temple was destroyed, but I think it was Kylo Ren who dropped her off. Only because I want her. I guess I want her to be bad. Am I a bad person for thinking that? I just want her to be bad because that'd be so cool. But
Or we could also have been trying to hide her away from it so she wouldn't become powerful.
exactly. Or she wouldn't have found Luke. She wouldn't have been what she is now. Because when they say a girl helped FN2187 Finn take the Millennium Falcon, he's like, who's the girl? Because he might be afraid that someone is there. I saved your theory for last because I think yours the best one. I haven't heard of it. It's good.
I think Han Solo and Maz worked together, and like both like dropped her off, and I feel like that's why when she goes back to where Maz was and she asked who the girl was and then he said like who it was, I feel like she like then remembered, and then like kind of like caused her to go and find like the lightsaber.
Just saying that she planted it.
Yeah, dude,
I feel like she planted it.
Why has nobody thought of that?
And I
I've
also
never
feel
seen one
like
of those.
that's why like her and Han Solo had such like a connection like right away because like he's almost like the father figure because he remembers her.
Yeah, that's a good theory. I mean, I can't believe I didn't think of that or no one did. It could have been Maz. It could have been Maz and Han Solo. Because there's a scene where she says, I've never seen green before. And he looks at her and we argue back and forth. It could have been pity or it could have been him feeling bad. We don't know.
Because he like took her away from all of this.
Exactly.
And put her on. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's good. Okay.
And then finally, who dies in episode 8 is pretty much.
It's basically
everyone.
a question of the day.
Yeah, because I mean, there goes. If you haven't seen episode 7, which you probably have, spoiler though, Han Solo dies.
Yeah. So
But
is one of the big three gonna die? Or Leia? Or well, we know it's confirmed. Leia's not dead.
yeah, because she was confirmed in 9, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was confirmed in 9 because they said after Carrie Fisher passed that she was going to be in episode 9, and they're not changing that. So,
I mean,
what do we think?
what
I
do you-
mean, do you think anyone's going to die?
I don't know.
Anyone?
I mean, I think Finn does end up dying,
Okay.
and I feel like he's maybe killed by Kylo Ren, and then
Maybe finishing him off from the first movie.
Rey, that puts Rey like over the edge and like.
It's bad,
Yeah.
right? Because she's Palpatine's
And he most
cousin.
likely,
Yeah.
Like us.
he could end up dying because he could go after Kylo because he was cut down before
Yeah.
he knew that Rey got back up,
Yeah.
so he could think.
However,
He could think Kylo took Rey.
however you think.
I don't think that anybody dies either though. I mean, like, because I don't think they would kill off Luke because they most likely, at least for the majority of the movie, they would need him. I think his story would go over to episode 9, and then Leia, of course, not gonna die. They're not gonna kill Rey because that just be dumb.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren's got to stay, and then Chewie, I don't know. I doubt they would kill him though because like he kind of.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of the new Han.
Yeah.
Like Rey's the new Han to Chewie. So they
Basically.
kind of stick together.
But do you
Yeah.
think about like the robots though, like
I don't think they'll kill.
I don't
Can
know.
robots die? I mean, that
Like,
would be
they
really
could.
depressing if R2 bit it.
I
Yeah.
would probably stop watching.
Okay. You would stop watching. Okay. Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna die either. However, I think if one person did die, it would be Lucas Skywalker, just because that would be very emotional. And we're getting bombed. Sorry. Freaking, is that a plane or a?
We're freaking lost.
oh the
Going by. That was.
Okay.
That's not-
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Luke. If anyone dies, I don't believe that anyone's gonna die, but maybe he's depressed on that island and he just jumps off and he kills
But
himself.
how could
Well,
like,
what about? You don't think Snoke would die, right?
No, we don't know who he is. Oh, also real fast, I don't think he's anyone. I don't think he's Plagueis. I don't think he's
No.
anyone. I hope he's just a new kid.
I think he's.
what if Maz dies?
Maz, Maz could die too. I don't think she would. I don't think she's
What
important.
about Poe?
Like if Maz died, no, Poe's not gonna die. If Maz died, I feel like I wouldn't really care.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know
But
her
I
enough.
feel like
Yeah, it's not
maybe like
connection.
they build up that she actually did drop her off, and then they kill her at the end.
Almost,
Could be in
almost like a mother figure to Rey, and then she dies. You know,
Yeah.
like,
They like
Like,
really
they-
build her up, and then at the
like,
They
very
go
could
end.
do a
in the
Yoda
future.
thing, like in 9 or in Return of the Jedi, where Yoda dies at the end. So maybe, or in the beginning. So, yeah, but I don't see anyone dying. If it is, it's Luke. Like I said before, thank you for watching. If you agree with this, disagree, let us know. If nobody watches this, well, I've had fun doing it.
yeah, it's good.
And you got any final words, Tom?
Nope.
Send us out here.
Oh, yeah, I guess we're done here. So let's blow this thing and go home.
Yeah! Okay. Does Rey have a famous uncle, cousin, stepbrother?
And who dropped her off on that knockoff Tatooine?
Finally, who bites the laser bolt? And I forgot what I was gonna say.
I feel like
Blast-
good gun, like a TIE fighter flies in.
I could do it. I could do it.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, he's
Test. Yeah, do you remember what it is?
Yeah, I think
Because this is a
Han
good theory.
Solo and Maze.
Maz.
Do it over. Maz. You
Maz.
friggin'
It says Maze.
M-A-Z is
Maz.
Maz.
Maize is corn in Spanish, Don.
Blooper.
I feel like Finn.
You think Finn could bite it? Like that?
You gotta keep that for the blooper.
I hope you can hear me saying like that.
I know.
Just gonna let the wind die down a little bit.
Oh, that was perfect timing. He's gonna bite it like that.